Hi, my name is Lourdes Mercado, and I am Alexandra's Mercado's aunt. And Alexandra had asked me to do this video for the homework that she has. And I think I, I just want to go over some of the questions here. Um, she's The question is, when did I decide to become I am a teacher and I am also a school principal, and I'm studying to become a school psychologist. And when did I decide that? I decided to become a teacher 26 years ago when I entered religious life. I was a sister and nun for 26 years. And when I entered religious life, my community was a teaching community. And I love children and I love working in schools. And I decided then to become a teacher. Then eventually, after about 13 years of being a teacher, I saw the need for being a principal. So I moved out of the classroom into the principal's office, and then I became a principal. And I was a principal for 13 years, and now I am um, studying to become a school psychologist. The next question is the question is, why did I decide to do that? Well, I decided that because I wanted to serve people. I wanted to make a difference in children's life, and I wanted to better the world. And I think honestly that the best way to do that is through education. I think when people receive a good education, then their horizons broaden, they become better people, and they are kinder and more loving, and then they can make a difference for themselves and for the people around them. That's why I decided to do that. 26 years ago, a teacher, then eventually a principal, and now a school psychologist. Um, how long did it take me to become a teacher? 26 years ago, you just needed a bachelor's degree, and a bachelor's degree is about 4 years. It's 129 credits, I believe. Now, currently, you also need a master's degree, which I have. I have a master's degree in education as well from, excuse me, Iona College. That's 32 more credits of graduate studies. And so it's 4 years for the bachelor's, 2 years for the master's. And then in terms of a school psychology program is 4 years, and this is my second year, so I'm like 2 more years for my program to finish. um, for how long have I been? I have been a teacher for 26 years almost. I was a principal for 13, but I still have my credentials to be a principal. And, I'm hoping to finish my program as a school psychologist and then begin working as a school psychologist. Um, Wage, skills, talents, or abilities are necessary to pursue this career? I think for all three of the careers, the most important skill is a passion for learning. You really have to enjoy learning because that's what you want to give to your students. You want to give them a desire for learning. Um, and then other skills that you need, it's you have to be responsible, you have to be committed, you have to have patience to be able to work with all kinds of people, you have to be somebody that likes to read, that wants to learn more and more every day. You also need to have a sense of kindness and compassion, and know that it's being a teacher, being a principal, being a school psychologist is more than just filling out papers. It's dealing with people. So you have to have an ability to listen to people, to communicate with them, and to be able to share ideals and goals. Um, which are the requisites to become a teacher? As I said, you need at least a bachelor's degree, and today you also need a master's degree. You, besides a bachelor's and a master's, you have to do an internship where you work at a school for a year. You also have to take two tests, which are quite challenging, and a whole day with a written section for that. You also have to videotape yourself teaching. You need to take two workshops. One workshop is about bullying, and the other workshop is about recognizing the signs of children being abused. To be a principal, you need to do two internships. You have to work at a school with another principal for 2 semesters, and you have to take another exam, and so that you can be certified as a building administrator. To be a school psychologist, you need at least 60 graduate credits in psychology, in school psychology. You also have to take two exams for that and pass those exams. And then you need to do two practicums, which are you don't work the whole day at the school, but you need to work for a period of times. And then besides the two practicum, the two internship, the exams, um, then after you have passed the exams, then you can get a certification as a school psychologist. Um, I'm sorry. Um, which are the positive aspects of your career? I think what is most positive about my three careers is that it's very rewarding. At the end of the day, when you go home and you see the change and the impact that you make in people's life, it is very rewarding. And you also see how after many years, I've been working with students for 26 years. I find people that I taught, or people I was a principal at the school when they were little, how they remember you and they come back to you and they remember something you said to them or something you did, and how you definitely are making the difference on people's life. In terms of the negative aspects, is that it is a long time. To be a principal, to be a teacher, to be a school psychologist. It's not a 9 to 5 job. It's a job that takes, you take it with you home. And so you work 9, 10, 11 hours. Um, and on weekends you're still working, so it requires commitment, and if you're not willing to do that, then you probably shouldn't consider becoming a teacher, a principal, or a school psychologist. um, then some of the other questions here. Which, if you had a choice at this moment, would you pursue the same career? Definitely. I would definitely be a teacher. I would definitely be a principal. I would definitely be a school psychologist. And what advice would you give to someone trying to pursue your career? I would say you go for it, and really know that as hard as it is, even though you're going to have to work very hard and you really are going to need a great deal of commitment, it is something that is going to give you great joy at the end of the day, that is going to make you a better person, and it's going to fulfill you as a human being. And lastly, do you think that you are well paid for your work? Why or why not? I think it's the paid is fair. Um, I make $60,000 a year, which is I think is fair. Um, if when I become a school psychologist, I will probably be making $10,000 more. So my salary will be about $70,000 a year. That's in New York City, though. In other parts of the United States, teachers get paid a little less or a little more. And I work for a Catholic school. If I was working for a public school, I probably will be making $10,000 more, and as a school psychologist, about $20,000 more. But I don't do it for the money. I do it because I love what I do. I'm a Catholic and I love my church as well as, I love my job and I'm committed to what I do. But I think it's fair though because it is the amount of money that I make is enough for me to live a decent life, and I'm okay with that. And I hope this was helpful. Thank you very much, and God bless you.